Did I seriously not record that? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Big Tree Outdoors. I'm Andrew. I'm out here today in Capitol State Forest again. It's really the only place I can get to right now that isn't super far away or covered under feet of snow. So it's kind of where I'm stuck coming to in the winter. Which is fine. I bitched about it before, but at the end of the day, it's a cool place and there's a lot to explore. The plan was to go in where I usually do, which I did, and go basically up and over the mountains to the other side, but there ended up being more snow here than I thought there was going to be. So I'm just down in another spot that I've never actually stopped at this spot before, but I knew where it was, and it was easy to get to. It was low enough that I didn't have to worry about snow. Got all my firewood prepped. I got my fire going. It's kind of a bitch to get going. All the wood is really wet. It just kind of sat there. I bought some of those Duraflame logs, the mini ones, and that thing just sat there, just that burning for like 10 minutes maybe. But it finally took, and now it's going pretty good. So yeah, I'm going to dry out my shoes and my pants a little bit, and enjoy the fire and have a snack. So I'm going to cook some dinner. I brought a couple things to eat. I'm not sure what I'm going to make, but I'm going to cook some dinner or a late lunch at some point. Yeah, that's about it. So, as I'm sure you just heard, a car just drove by, right on the main line. Like, I could throw a rock and hit one of the main roads here. It's still like a dirt road, Forest Service type road, but I'm right next to it. You can hear people shooting in the background. I've seen some four-wheelers go by. It's a pretty popular place to be, which is probably why there's so much goddamn garbage here. I can't help but mention that every time I'm here. But anyway, so yeah, just having a fire, relaxing. There's people shooting. I brought my 22 just to plink around a little bit with myself. So I'll probably do that a little bit. I'm going to finish up my apple and probably throw a sweatshirt on, because now that I'm not moving around as much, it's getting kind of chilly. But yeah, when it's time to eat, we'll get started again. Alright guys, so a lot has happened since last time I turned on the camera. I had my fire going really well. I was pretty content here. I was thinking about getting ready to cook, and then it started to rain. It's like, okay, no big deal, a little bit of rain, never hurt anybody. But then it really started to rain. It was pretty much like a flash downpour slash really heavy snow. I'm okay with a little bit of rain, but I'm not trying to pretend I'm out here like surviving. So just figured if it's gonna rain the rest of the day, I'm gonna take off and go home. I got some other stuff I could do. So I put the fire out, get everything all cleaned up. Get in my car, set up my phone to film like a little "it's raining, I'm going home" type thing. Start driving away, and then I say, shit, I didn't do a camp walkthrough to make sure I grabbed all my garbage, so I backed up. Got out of my car, looked around, and before I could even get back in my car, it stopped raining. So at this point my fire was already out. Everything was put away. Not that there was that much out, but everything was put away, and I was pretty much ready to go. But I was pretty content here. So it stopped raining. I looked around. The weather's going this way. And it's not clear skies over there, but it's not exactly dark rain clouds either. So I just said, screw it. I'm going to get a fire going again. And hang out a little bit longer. So that's what I did. I don't mind people shooting here, but it seems like no matter where I go in Capitol State Forest, people show up to shoot somewhere right next to me after I'm already here. So that's kind of annoying. But whatever, that's a part of Capitol State Forest, I guess. So anyway, I think my pants are almost on fire. Holy shit, that was really hot. So gonna let the fire burn down a little bit, dry out my pants and shoes again. Oh, so the other thing was I went down to get some sticks to set up a tarp, because like I said, I was pretty content here, but it took 3 seconds of walking in snow again for my shoes and pants to get obnoxiously wet and then cold. So yeah, so I want to get my shoes and pants dried out again. Then I'm going to cook some dinner, and at that point probably just going to call it a day and head home. So yeah, that's been the last hour or so. Alright, so just get my late lunch / dinner ready to go. Boiling up some water. I'm going to do some white rice with some veggie tiki masala. That stuff. It's okay. I saw somebody else do a camping video, and I saw them eat it a few times, so I bought some and tried it at home. It was underwhelming, but not bad. So I bought 4 of them, including this one. I got 2 left, so just figured eat them, get them out of the way. And it's not that they're bad, they're just really bland. And when you think of like a curry or something like that, you're not really expecting bland, so they're just kind of bland. So yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm cooking. I'm sure it'll be good, like today, out in the cold, a hot meal. I'm sure it'll be good today, like a hot meal out in the cold. So yeah, once that water's boiling, I can get the rice in. Once there's a few minutes left in the rice, I'll just put the pouch right in the water, heat it up, and that'll be that. Alright, so lunch is ready. I gave it a test try. This is actually the best one I've had so far. It's yeah, this one's still pretty bland, but it's not as bland as the other ones I had. Maybe that's just because I'm hungry. Maybe it'll be better to eat some of it before passing judgment on it. But I'm gonna get my fire rocking again. I mean, once I eat, I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna hang out. So I don't know how much I really want to get this fire rocking, but we'll get it rocking. See what happens. So yeah, this is the better one so far. It's cooled off quite a bit, actually. So yeah. That's pretty much it. You watched last video, maybe it was a couple videos ago, I kind of forget, but you would know that I got a PCT permit. I'm sure that's why any of you are watching. Oh no, the last video was the cameras. I'm trying to figure out if I wanted to keep the DJI camera that I bought. For those of you that have been on the edge of your seat, I sent it back. Really wasn't happy with the picture, and I don't consider myself a filmmaker, and the fact that I could basically notice how not good the picture was compared to something like a GoPro, or even in 1080 compared to the camera I'm using now, or my phone. The fact that an untrained eye can spot that was just kind of, I thought it was a little, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the money. If they ever fix the focus issue, I would probably buy that camera again, because everything else, the usability of it was great. But yeah, I just didn't think the picture was that good. So yeah, you're probably wondering about the PCT. So